Say hi.
Hi.
Say happy Tuesday. It's a beautiful day, so I said let me record. So I wanted to do a recap of 10 perfumes that helped me down this past summer. The perfumes I wore the most, the perfumes that were the most easy reaches, my favorites from the season. I wouldn't say they're all my favorites. I wouldn't say they're all of my easy reaches, but I would say they were the ones that I picked up and used the most or were super convenient. I have to say this past summer it was super hot, super humid in Baltimore, so I was very selective with the fragrances that I chose. But I don't have the perfumes here with me right now, but I do have a list of them, so I will try to drop a picture or something so y'all know what I'm talking about. And I said let me do it in a creative way. Not the fire truck just showed up to this very exact location, this park. Hopefully everybody is good. Okay, so the firefighters came and asked me because I'm the only person in the park. Well, I'm not the only person in the park, but I'm the only person on the playground. They asked me if I had called them because somebody called and said they smelled gas. And like 3 firefighters asked me. No, it was not me. And it's crazy because I'm like, I hope they don't think it was me because I am trying to like record, and I hope they don't think it was me trying to like set up a hoax in a video. Yeah, whatever. Just so y'all know, I'm not making this up. Like, nah, this really happened. Anywho, I was saying that I'm going to give y'all a description using 3 words. All right, so the first fragrance was my Eden Sparkling Lychee Inspired Perfume by European Perfumes. I guess I will also add Kouture Fusion because they are essentially one and the same in many ways. And the 3 words I would choose would be flirty, fruity, and sweet. The next fragrance is also from European Perfumes, and it is inspired by Givenchy's Irresistible. The 3 words I would choose for this fragrance are fresh, easy, and pear. The next fragrance is yet another European perfume, and it is inspired by Greenwich Village by Bond No. 9. And the 3 words I would use would be unique, fresh, and sweet. Unique, fresh, and sweet. The next fragrance is Royal Musk Sweet Powdery by Sorati. The description I would give would be powdery, musky, and dryer sheets. Fragrance number 5 would be Musk Mood, and I would say it is strong, musky, and unisex. Fragrance number 6 is Cahiers Al Farson Unlimited by Lattafa, and I would describe it as creamy, coconut, and floral. The next fragrance is Yara by Lattafa, and I would describe it as cozy, sweet, and powdery. Fragrance number 8 is Harem Al Sultan, which is inspired by Cartilage and from European Perfumes. I would describe it as juicy, sweet pineapple. Fragrance number 9 is Rua by Paris Corner, which you can get from Aroma Concepts, and I would describe it as captivating, bold, and feminine. Last but certainly not least is Daisy Dream Eau de Toilette by Marc Jacobs, and I would describe it as refreshing, fruity, and airy. I wanted to do a recap, though the summer is almost coming to an end. We're almost in fall technically, and I just wanted to give a recap. Sometimes we think we're going to use certain perfumes and then we end up using fragrances that are totally different. And I would say because it was so hot and humid, I wanted lighter, fresher, muskier scents that no matter how hot and humid it was, I knew I was going to smell fresh and clean. I said not only are we going to talk about out with the old, we're also going to talk about in with the new. I might as well talk about fragrances that I think are perfect for transitional weather. Today is more of a summery day. It feels like 80, like low 80s with the humidity. So still kind of summer vibes, but we have had days here in the 70s. It's been cool in the morning, cool at night. So let's talk about some transitional fragrances. I also have a list of 10 transitional fragrances, and these are not in any particular order, but here we go. Number 1 is Burberry Goddess, or Goddess Within Her, which is the fragrance I have. Goddess Within Her is an inspired by scent by the Dior brand. Burberry Goddess, or Goddess Within Her, is a fresh vanilla. I'm sure y'all know about it because now Lattafa has dupes, Athena and Ancom, which I'm super interested in, but because I have Goddess Within Her, I don't need either one right now. And the Dior brand's version, Goddess Within Her, is an extrait de parfum, so it serves me very well. But that is transitional fragrance number 1, and I already have started to use her, even though I think you could have worn Burberry Goddess in the summer. I just didn't reach for it as much as I thought I would have. So I'm excited to wear it now. Fragrance number 2 is Gentle Fluidity Gold / Spice Vanilla. Gentle Fluidity Gold is by MFK. And I also have Spice Vanilla by Jahzara's Kouture, which is a company I am an affiliate with. If you shop Jahzara's Kouture, make sure you use my code LOWSONatural. Gentle Fluidity Gold and Spice Vanilla, to me, could also be categorized as fresh vanillas because it's more of a fresh aromatic vanilla, which again is perfect for all year round, but I think it's perfect for transitional weather like these nice breezy days. Gentle Fluidity Gold would smell amazing in the breeze, amazing on a cool morning, a cool evening, a cool day. Perfect. I mean, perfect. And because it is a unisex fragrance, perfect for transitional weather. Next on my list is a fragrance that I love, and is another fragrance you can wear all year round, but I think is even better in transitional weather, and that is Yara. Either Yara by Lattafa. I have a Yara inspired scent by European Perfumes. You can get it in a perfume oil from a business. Y'all know Yara. And I guess you can include all of Yara's sisters like Kisa Pink and all those other ones because there's too many to name. Insert name here, okay? Any of those fragrances I feel like would be perfect for transitional weather.
That's me. So that's me. So we're going to park.
You're at the park.
And it's tied down.
Say my melanin. Say melanin is popping. Say my skin is popping.
My skin popping.
So Yara is a fragrance I wore a couple times during the summer, but it also is super sweet, super powdery, super fluffy, vanillic, fruity, and it smells good in the heat, but it also smells good in cool weather. So I didn't reach for it as much as I would have liked to because it was so hot, and some days I just didn't want to smell that sweet, and like it's not super thick, but it is like a semi dense, creamy, powdery scent, and I just wasn't in the mood for that a lot because it was so hot. So I'm excited to reach for my European Perfumes inspired Yara scent because my Yara by Lattafa is gone and my EP fragrance replaced it. So I'm excited to use that during this transitional period. The next fragrance is another unisex favorite, and that is Baccarat / I have Baroque Rouge by Maison Alhambra, which is under Lattafa. Baccarat is a ambery, saffron, like airy unisex fragrance, a fragrance you can wear all year round, a fragrance you can wear day or night. Y'all know some people think it's overhyped, some people think that it's not. Baccarat is a fragrance that I'm kind of over, or at least the DNA, the Baccarat DNA. Whether you have Red Temptation, I'll throw that in a mix because there are so many so many inspired by scents. Whatever you have, I think it is perfect for transitional weather, whether you're a man or a woman. But I know a lot of y'all are ladies, and like me, I'm starting to get into wanting to wear that DNA again, though it is no longer my favorite. It's perfect for transitional weather, and it's a fragrance you can choose when you really just don't know what to put on. Fragrance number 5 is Florence by Swiss Arabian, and I put / Rose Gourmand by Zara because they are one in the same. They are like a rosy, sweet, gourmand rose. It's sweet. I can say it is kind of like synthetic-y sweet, but it's a beautiful fragrance and you will get compliments. It's such a sweet gourmand rose that it's not a fragrance I reach for during the summer. Like, I wait for it to get a little cool. Though it's rose, it's a specific type of rose. There is some citrus notes in there. There's a little bit of freshness, but it's more sweet to me. I can't promise you, but if you pull out Rose Gourmand or Florence by Swiss Arabian during this transitional period, you will not regret it unless you don't like sweet fragrances or you don't like rose. Either way, for me, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And it's crazy because I actually have another perfume, and it's called Saint by Kai Spence, and I wore it Sunday, and that is their triplet. I no longer have Rose Gourmand by Zara, but I do have Florence and I have Saint. I wore Saint on Sunday, and I don't talk about Saint a lot because you can no longer get it. Kai Spence Beauty no longer sells fragrances. They were supposed to come back but never did. So I really don't like talking about stuff that y'all can't get. But if y'all ever see me talk about Saint, it's giving Florence and it's giving Rose Gourmand. I threw in a Sol de Janeiro fragrance mist for spot number 6, which again, these are not in any particular order. But I said Charosa 40 is a fragrance that I am excited to wear during this transitional period. Charosa 40 is not a fragrance that I reach for a lot, but it is a fragrance I do enjoy. I fell in love with it the day I smelled it, but then kind of fell out of love with it, and I'm falling in love with it again. If y'all haven't reached for Charosa 40 in a while, I think that this transitional weather period is the perfect time to pull her out your stash. Pull her out from wherever you have her and wear her by herself, or wear her layered with one of your favorite fragrances. It's funny that next on my list is Mimic 32, which is inspired by Charosa 62, so add that to the list. Though I don't have Charosa 62, I'm sure some of y'all have it. Charosa 62 and Mimic 32 is salted caramel pistachio. Y'all know the infamous salted caramel and pistachio combo. If you haven't worn that fragrance recently, this transitional weather period would be perfect for Charosa 62 or any of your inspired by scents. Whether you have Goddess of the Seas, the Melanin, Bum Bum, Boom Boom, whatever you have, pull her out and wear her. And if you happen to shop Goddess of the Sea Beauty, make sure you use my code Lauren to get you 10% off. The next fragrance I actually have mixed in my scent of the day, and that is Yum Pistachio Gelato. I am wearing my Fragrant Body Oils Yum Pistachio Gelato inspired perfume oil. I also have a little bit of Kouture Pistachio in the mix. Y'all, my combo of the day is giving, and I will give it to y'all at the end of this video. But anywho, Yum Pistachio Gelato, you could have worn her during the summer. You can wear her in the winter, but in this transitional weather period, it's going to be perfect because it's sweet, it's a little fresh, it's creamy, all of the things that is beautiful in the breeze. That sillage. Wear Yum Pistachio Gelato right now, and I promise you won't regret it. The next fragrance is Happy Dust, and I don't have Happy Dust, but I do have the Dust of Delight, which is from the Dior brand. Happy Dust or Dust of Delight is another fresh vanilla fragrance. It has some, I think, matcha and mango, vanilla, brown sugar, all the things that make a beautiful scent. And while it took the Dust of Delight a long time to macerate, the scent is beautiful, and I can see it being an easy reach for me during this transitional period. I'm about to start pulling her out because it was a scent I didn't really want to wear during the hotter months, though I thought it would be perfect for that. I think this weather, the weather we're walking into, is going to be the perfect transitional fragrance, because it's still giving gourmand vibes without doing too much gourmand, which, you know, we might want to save when it's like really cool. You can wear any fragrance whenever you want, but from my perspective, especially because of where I live, this is the perfect weather for this type of fragrance. Fragrance number 10 is an inspired by fragrance from European Perfumes, and it is inspired by C. Fiori, which is a creamy floral that has some black currant, so there's a little bit of tartness, but it's creamy, it's sweet, but also mature. C. Fiori is a fragrance that is beautiful by itself, but I think that it is beautiful layered, and because it is a creamy floral, a creamy feminine scent, I think it would be perfect for this transitional weather. I will be using it very, very soon. I wanted to end off by saying that this is not an exhaustive list, but this is a list that I think I will be trying to reach for. And let's be for real, I also know that sometimes we just reach for fragrances that we did not expect to reach for. So just because I think these will be great transitional fragrances doesn't mean that they will be officially the transitional fragrances I will use. These are ones I plan to use, but we'll see. Just like I did a recap for the fragrances that held me down for the summer, I'll do the same. Well, I'll try to do the same at the end of fall. I wanted to give y'all 10 fragrances from this past summer, as well as 10 transitional fragrances. And because I have a number of fragrances, it was kind of hard for me to narrow down my 10 transitional fragrances. I wanted to leave y'all with a honorable mention, and that is Dream Eau de Parfum by Jahzara's Kouture. Dream Eau de Parfum is a fragrance I feel like you can wear whenever, but perfect for this transitional weather. It's not overly any category. It's not overly floral, it's not overly creamy, it's not overly woody, it's not overly anything, but it is a phenomenal fragrance by itself, and I can't wait to wear it because it is an easy reach. For me, it's really hard to explain, but check out Dream Eau de Parfum. Again, if you shop Jahzara's Kouture, you can use my code LOSONATURAL. Y'all, I'm about to set up Layla's picnic because she's getting restless. But I hope y'all enjoyed this list. Out with the old, in with the new. I will give y'all updates, and y'all will see in my layering combos what I am actually wearing. Before I leave, I will give y'all my scent of the day, and that is, I started off with my Stephanie's Touch 7-Up Pound Cake Buttercream, as well as the body oil. And I use my Fragrant body oils, Young Pistachio Gelato inspired perfume oil. I also use my Positivo Eau de Parfum by Genre Perfumes, which is inspired by House of Siage's Hufflepuff. And I use my Door brand Princeless Princess, which is inspired by Killian's I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess. That trifecta, a phenomenal combo, a phenomenal combo. If y'all enjoyed this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, share this content with a fellow fragrance lover, drop a comment down below and let me know what fragrances you will be using in your transitional lineup. I am interested to hear. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you guys.
Hero.
Squirrel.
Oh, back behind me.
It's behind you?
Look. It's not here.
This is not sitting next to me. This is sitting on me.
Here.
You sharing? So here you go.
Here.
Whoa! Why do you always have to kick the tripod? It never ceases. My child done took off her shoes. Motherhood. Okay.